For life.
Yeah. Bullet cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcast in here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now in the state, turn us on. If the feeling is right, every opinion now comes from the heart. No time we move with a part. We on the radio, it's wrestling. Time's aggression. Here is the feeling in the prove. Get the lesson. And if you want to prove it to you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You know the name, you know the voice, you know exactly why I'm here. Just in case if you don't, I am a 26-year-old piece of gold, the messiah of the microphone, of the greatest sports and recreational podcaster in the world today. Of course, I am still the industry leader and your current reigning, always defending Bulletcast Universal Champion or Bulletcast Champion, whatever name we're going to run with, you know. I'm joined by my right-hand man, my day one. We're the OG one and done. Brandon Tanguma, the Canadian Destroyer. BT, how you doing today, man? It's Thursday. You know what that means.
It's another edition of the Bulletcast, Phillip. I'm doing just fine. A lot of stuff to talk about.
A lot of stuff. We're also joined by a former Bulletcast champion, a man who is currently eating tri-tip and watching NXT UK, Mr. Brian Tronick.
The reigning, defending, true Bulletcast Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Oh, you're not?
Hello,
You've been doing this for months. Like, do you know what the definition of insanity is? When you do something over and over and over and over and over again,
I'm just speaking my truth,
and you expect a different result. That's the true definition of insanity.
Technically, that's a cliche. The actual definition of insanity is the state of being seriously mentally ill, semicolon, madness.
That's what Brian Tronick is. You know, like I'm really tired of it. That's why. Look, let me unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, please. There we go. So you about to take a bite of that sandwich? I saw it. Look, I had to go to the board, and they approved it. They got the graphic made. Night one of WrestleMania, it will be you and I.
Yes.
We're the only ones in the predictions. Winner take all. We're on our Brock and Roman ish. All right.
Yeah, and I'm truly gonna show how supreme and reigning supreme and goated I am.
Oh, goated, bro. Do I have to go Podcasto for a second?
I'm the new Podcasto.
Do I have to tap back? Okay, brother. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna shoot for a second, brother. All right, I'm gonna shoot. This is Phil Antoine talking to Brian Cook.
Oh,
all that ish Roman said to Brock on SmackDown. I'm gonna smash you at WrestleMania. I am podcasting. You don't want to do this, bro.
I'm the new podcast.
You really don't want to do this.
You WWE, I'm AEW.
Okay, that's fine. You can buy the indie companies. I got the 40-year head start. I'm a global phenomenon. That's perfect. You can do that. You can be the thing that the nerds on the internet love. You can do that.
You Dean Ambrose, I'm John Moxley.
That's fine. Dean Ambrose actually won a world championship. That's fine. I'll be Dean Ambrose.
John Moxley did too.
What title?
The AEW's World's Heavyweight Championship.
Here's the definition of a world championship. A world championship is a title that is defended on multiple different continents. The AEW title has only been defended in the United States, so it's more like a United States. Hell, it's a Florida championships because that's where the majority of the defenses happen. We're in Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yes, we got Picasso.
God, we're off to a hot start. Big
I'm
news.
just sitting here doing nothing. I don't get any title shots. You
You have a bullet cast in the bank.
And Phillip.
You have a bullet cast in the bank.
There. That's fine.
You have a briefcase you can cash in, bro.
Fine. Maybe I cash in
Night two
for Revolution, and I just mess this whole thing up.
We gonna get to Revolution, but look, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the boss himself, the chairman, was on Pat MacAfee's show. It might be still going on. I had to pause it. We had to do this show. Learned a lot, man. You know, this is something that people have been wanting for a very, very long time. And I hate to think like this, but honest to God, this may be the only like quote unquote shoot interview that Vince may ever do, if we have to look at it like that. I mean, he's 76 years old. He's up there, still looks great and phenomenal. But this may be it. This may be the only one that he ever does. And we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot, from how he thought about streaming and how he wanted the creative control from Comcast, and now everybody's on the streaming hype and everything else. And he talks about how you bring people back even though if they've wronged you because it's what's best for business and all these other things. They got into the releases, AEW was name dropped, we got the NWA mentioned by Vince. A lot happened. Brandon, what are your overall thoughts of VKM being on Pat MacAfee's show?
Yeah, it was a long interview. I think it maybe clocked in like over an hour or around an hour, something like that. And they touch a lot of bases. Vince talked a lot, and it is very interesting to see Vince talk because he doesn't do these types of interviews very often. That being said, if you know Pat MacAfee, he's not, especially that he works with WWE, he's not going to go in there and ask the quote unquote tough questions. But it was fun to see, Vince in that environment. There were some different aspects that there were some insight to. I mean, there's some controversial things he said, like, being a WWE superstar is better than a professional wrestler. And, all those wrestlers that he cut at the beginning and throughout the pandemic were just dead weight, and you just got to cut. And the highlight, maybe when he at the end, when he was talking about him in college, he talked about his wife at the time, who happens to be his current wife, Linda. So that was a very strange word, but that's just, obviously Phillip liked a lot more than I did. But I wasn't expecting too much, to be honest. Pat is going to wrestle at WrestleMania. We didn't get some sort of angle that a lot of people were expecting. No hints that it's going to be Pat and Vince, but Pat is going to be wrestling at WrestleMania.
Are we sure it was his current wife? Are we sure it was Linda? Are we sure it wasn't somebody else?
He said, my wife at the time. I mean, my wife now. Or my wife. Yeah.
I thought he had been married before Linda. It was weird wording. I mean, the guy finishes working out at 3 a.m. I mean, what do you expect?
And I will say he did look a little better. Those raw lights, they're kind of like probably flashing on him. It looked a lot worse than what he did in the interview. So I will give him that. He didn't look as bad as he does in those Austin Theory skits. He didn't look as pale. Well, maybe he got a nice tan or something. I don't know.
Got some of that tanner, brother. Brian Tronick, what are your thoughts?
I was amazed. I thought it was fantastic. Excuse me, I'm finishing up my sandwich. I was all smiles the entire time. I'm a huge WWE guy. I think that's clear. And just to see the guy that's, really created this and taking it to another level, the next level, the best level. It was amazing to see him just relaxed and calm and just answering away at whatever Pat MacAfee had to offer. And of course, Pat MacAfee, the GOAT, okay, Indianapolis Colt, all right? For those of you who know me, know that I'm a Colts fan as well. It was just the best of both worlds. It was like my worlds clashing right in front of me. It was great. Weird time too, I guess. It was just, it's just strange, like surprising out of nowhere on a random Thursday in the middle of the road to WrestleMania. Vince McMahon sits down, decides to have his first interview in 15 years, they said?
Yeah. Hey, what did Vince say? He's just, I'm wired different. No, he's wired different. That's just what it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, but seriously, like I said, like this may never happen again. So this was a very big deal. Obviously, they didn't get into like a lot of the other stuff that you can get into, like what are his honest opinions of AEW and like releasing talent and stuff like that. But I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. We learned a great deal. He's going to induct Taker into the Hall of Fame. So, no better person.
That's huge news.
That is huge news. And he said he's going to be incredibly nervous, and that's something because, what do you say? He cares about the guy.
I've seen some people upset that it's not going to be Foley or Kane or HBK or Triple H.
Well, who better?
Who better? Exactly. I mean, Undertaker's been on record several times saying that, Vince is like a father to him.
He would take a bullet for that man.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I can't believe no one said that. Like, me personally, I didn't even think of that. I didn't think Vince McMahon, I was with everyone else. I thought Shawn Michaels or Triple H or Kane or Mick Foley or whatever. But Vince McMahon's the perfect person to induct him.
I liked how Vince said he doesn't like thank yous. I'm like, okay. The one thing that really stood out to me, he said if he were to be hit by a bus, he would just want one moment to say thank you, though, for everything. I'm like, well, that's something. That's something. Vince said his mom clocked in at 101 before she passed away. You think Vince goes that long? It's about, 25, 26 more years. So like 47?
I hope so.
Hey, man. Hope so, man.
I hope so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're all watching different wrestling. I know, Brandon, you're watching WrestleMania 18 or X8.
It's 18.
18. Okay. Brian Tronick is watching the latest episode of 205 or not. Jesus Christ, NXT 2.0. I'm watching WrestleMania 28. I've just watched the underrated classic between Kane and Randall Keith Orton. Fun fact, it was actually on his birthday, WrestleMania 28. That's why he lost. Do the job on your birthday, brother. But any other thoughts about Pat McAfee or the Pat McAfee show with Vincent Kennedy McMahon?
You had almost 70. Or you had about 75,000 viewers. That's big. He usually averages anywhere from 10 to 15.
He did talk about the Saudi deal.
Yes.
Talked about the Saudi deal. I'm like, okay, all right. They've always had a global presence over there.
Vince's explanation, personally for me, Vince's explanation in regards to having the Saudi deal and going over there and having to respect the culture and there's different cultures all around. I like that. I agree with that because my wife is of a different culture, and so I understand that not everyone is going to have the same culture or the same views or beliefs and things of that nature. So I'm glad that Vince was straight up with it in regards to that. Obviously, he didn't touch on all the other stuff, which he's not going to do. So I don't know why people on Twitter are like, oh, well, he didn't really get into the real details. He's not going to do that. Okay, he's in a whole deal with them right now. You think he's really going to talk about all the...
He's really going to give up $50 million? Like, no. Just in them showing up. Not even... That doesn't include revenue or merch and all that other stuff, All the other assets that go with it. Yes, man. I'm of a different culture. I'm Canadian.
Me too.
No.
I am.
Until Chris Van Vliet makes you an honorary Canadian, no.
The Troncasso.
See, that just shows how prestigious it is to be Canadian. They just give it out willy-nilly.
Whoa. I had to earn this. I had to file some paperwork.
Strictly for the culture.
Strictly for the culture.
Me.
No, we didn't. I need a video of him saying that, and then I'll believe it. Yeah. All right. So moving on from that, it was Tony Khan had big news. He had huge news. People were guessing what it was going to be. The rumors were going around. I thought, which I wish it was this. It was going to be a Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Big Show popped up on the screen, and it was not a pleasant sight. I thought it was going to be an HBO Max deal with AEW to where their pay-per-views would stream on there, which I would have hoped for that. That would have saved me some money. But I know it was not that. Tony Khan has bought Ring of Honor. He has bought ROH. They started running shows 20 years ago, coming up here later on in the year. And on the 20-year anniversary, TK buys them up. That's going to be very interesting. And people are saying, as I look at Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 28, that Cody's going to sign with Ring of Honor. Could you imagine?
Well, with the reports out that the plan is to supposedly turn Ring of Honor into some type of developmental,
which that's great. That's fantastic. Hell, he should have done this from the start.
Our
like that.
elevation, baby.
I like that.
Like you don't need dark. You don't need dark elevation. You can save some time, honestly. Just have Ring of Honor, broadcast from wherever you want it to broadcast from. You have their talent that they still do have there, who are their champions. And they did say that their talent's going to pop in there occasionally. I'd like to see that, But
you could turn that into a YouTube thing if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, absolutely, he could. But here's the thing: are they going to intertwine, or are they going to be their really own separate things? Brandon, what are your thoughts about TK buying ROH?
It's interesting. It's exciting. Just like you, Phillip, I was kind of thinking it was going to be some sort of streaming deal, whether it is with HBO or their own kind of deal, and they acquired some sort of tape library. I mean, when ROH, quote unquote, went out of business, we kind of talked about this already. Like, well, what are you buying if WWE or someone else were to buy it? I mean, you have, like, I guess, the logos and the intellectual property. You have the tape library, which I think at this point is the most valuable because there's only a few, I think, talent under contracted talent, like the Briscoes are under contract, maybe some other people. So if it is like a developmental brand, I don't know like where that show goes because their licensing was with Sinclair. And now that they're not with Sinclair anymore, I don't know where ROH goes. But I mean, if they keep it going and they keep doing shows, that's cool. But I'm really intrigued for like the tape library and how they, utilize that. I mean, we've seen just today, like the CM Punk MJF promos kind of mesh together. And I'm expecting, that type of stuff to be utilized throughout the AEW video package in history. And so it's a good building block for eventually when AEW gets some sort of streaming platform, because I think that's pretty much a given at this point. So I'm excited to see what they do. If it is a developmental brand, that's cool because they do have so many young talent that I don't watch Dark. I don't watch Dark Elevation, and I know they have so much unutilized talent that it'll be cool to see. And all the wrestlers have so much history there that it's good just for the tape library to build upon that and kind of reflect on that stuff.
Absolutely. Brian, trying to get into the thoughts about TK buying Ring of Honor.
I wish he would have announced it in a more or in a less weird
I just bought Ring
of Honor. It's cool, man. I mean, someone who didn't really watch very much Ring of Honor like everyone else. Like I just seen someone on Twitter post a picture of their tape library, and I'm like, holy hell! Like that's
bro. Like I was going through the PS4, like I downloaded some videos. I'm like, I have some old Ring of Honor stuff on there. I have like, I know I have Tyler Black from his kind of main event run. I have Sami Callihan versus Kenny King from like 2009. I have Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero on there, man, with us Sarah Del Rey. So I've got some good stuff.
I was late to Ring of Honor. I really didn't start diving in until some of the guys started coming in the NXT, WWE, and stuff like that. And I was like, let me see what this is.
I popped in late 2011, early 2012. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
a lot of great stuff, man. Brandon, when did you get into Ring of Honor?
Well, Ring of Honor is not really a thing out here on the West Coast, so I never watched it all the time. But maybe kind of closer more to Brian, like Bullet Club, when I kind of got into New Japan, what was 2014. That's kind of when I really started getting into ROH. And I do have some Tyler Black compilations, some CM Punk DVDs. I have a couple pay-per-views I have bought from ROH, kind of like the Kevin Steen era back in the day.
Okay. I was going to SmackDown, so it was a segment between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and Roman just went off. Hey, I posted it on Bulletcast Twitter. Did you see the hit him up version of the promo? Did you see that? That's the only way I could ever watch this promo again. Roman just going off with the hit him up instrumental going off in the background. And then a nice little video compilation of the Usos and Roman, which ends it, which is great. But Roman saying, hey, I'm going to smash you at WrestleMania. It's not even your fault. This is my commentary team. This is my cameraman. I am WrestleMania. I'm like, oh, my God, this is great. You see?
Very nasty.
Character development.
Very nasty attitude for the tribal chief. I love it.
You see, it's not just the acknowledge me. There's character development here. Still, we're almost 2 years in, and here we are.
I feel like he should bring that out more. I would like to see more of that from Roman.
Well, you see, he does it sparingly, so it means something. I think the last time he went off like that was that when he was gone, and they did that backstage segment where Roman was like, I took 1 week off, and SmackDown was almost as bad as Raw. So, and it comes in little spurts, which means something. I like that. I saw the poll. Roman Reigns has the 5th longest heavyweight title run in WWE history. Only 4 men are above him: Hogan, Pedro Morales, Bruno Sammartino, obviously, and I believe Bob Backlund. It's crazy.
Pretty much the longest in modern history.
Modern history heavyweight title run. Yeah, this is something, man. This is something. And it's going to be winner take all at WrestleMania between Brock and Roman, just like Brian Tronic and myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins, aka me, comes running in and cashes in and messes everything up.
Oh, you think you Rollins? You think you a drip god? I am God.
I mean, I want to, I'm coming back to baseball. I went on a shopping spree yesterday. I'm gonna be so drippy on the field.
Up? Everybody, I got another homie. He's getting back into baseball. He just signed with a team, but everybody coming out of retirement. What is this?
Me too.
So after it is first week WrestleMania. So, after that, if I start missing shows because I'm on the injured list, you guys know why.
You know what? I might have to. I told you I'm getting a personal trainer. I might have to come out of retirement. I might have to put the singlet back on.
Me too.
And they got old timer leagues for wrestling, Phillip.
Yes, they. Oh, I'm not. Hold on. Let's. I'm up there, but I'm not up there. I'm not as old as Brian. I mean, he's like 40.
I'm in my prime.
Okay, you're not into your prime until you're in your 40s. So you're 40.
No.
Okay, so you're not in your prime then.
Early prime.
There's no such thing.
Prime.
There's a prime and a late prime. So, you're in your late prime. You're like 46.
No, early prime.
There's no early prime.
Made it up.
Oh, you see, you can't make athletes don't make things up.
I'm the Tron Casso. I can make anything up,
bro. Who are you? Why are you doing this? It's sad.
Maybe I'll get one of them soft sermons. You feel me?
Now I see why you left that other show. Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right. Sami Zayn kicks Johnny Knoxville in the face. This did not look good. This guy's an actual stuntman.
I mean, I don't think you'd consider him a stuntman. He's just a guy that does stunts.
And they usually look horrible.
He's a man who does stunts. Therefore,
I mean, have you seen him off that giant rocket? I mean, that thing.
No, I don't watch Jackass because I'm not an idiot. So
it's a great show. I haven't seen the new one yet, but I've heard it's
like
the best thing ever. It started with a show, and now it's basically it's a movie franchise.
Yeah, this is So I mean, Ricochet is scheduled to wrestle Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. I guess Ricochet is winning the IC title. Johnny Knoxville is going to cost Sami.
Now, see, that would be cool. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Johnny Knoxville and Sami for the IC title at WrestleMania." No.
And then Ricochet becomes the next Apollo / Nakamura and just has the title but doesn't do anything.
No, I could see Ricochet having like the open challenge gimmick, which that would benefit him. Him like just beating people clean and then barely getting by guys as his reign goes on.
And then Cody Rhodes gets his IC title back and puts it back to the classic white strap like he did last time.
Or he comes back, wins the IC title, and we keep the same design, but they make it white and the globe blue instead of black.
Is that a downgrade if Cody were to come back and win the Intercontinental Championship?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, technically no, because the last title he held was a network championship. And then therefore, if he were to come back and win the Intercontinental title, he's the champion of all the continents. Yeah.
True. Very true. I like it.
Theoretically, no, it wouldn't be. See, I'm in the world of sports entertainment. I know these things.
You're in it. You live it.
I know it's not much, but I would say maybe the U.S. title is a little more prestigious because at least like it's on television and like defended a little bit.
Well, you see,
more than the IC title's been the last at least year.
Technically, yes, because the U.S. title has existed longer. It's been in existence 2 years longer than the Intercontinental title.
Unless Cody wins it and comes back, unless Cody wins the Intercontinental title and then comes back and he cuts one of those phenomenal promos, making clear that he's going to bring the prestige back to the Intercontinental Championship.
How many people have done that, though?
No one's done it like
The Miz.
No one's done it like Cody.
That's true. Nobody has done it like Cody Rhodes. We'll see. Moving on, outside of the ring, Drew McIntyre and
Beautiful black, beautiful white.
What did you just say? What did you just say? Repeat that.
Beautiful black, beautiful white.
Why did you say that?
Cody.
Why would you say beautiful black, beautiful white?
That's what Cody said.
All right,
you know,
bro.
His daughter. She's gonna have both.
Oh, yeah, okay. I do remember that promo. All right. A Big Swole said that Cody Rhodes was the person to go to for African American women in AEW. Shout out Cody. You know, he's a man of the people.
Which is strange when Kenny Omega is the one that's supposed to be in charge of the women's division.
Well, that goes to show you how great Kenny Omega was at his job. Yeah. Yeah. Still on that train, huh, Brandon? Still on that Kenny train? Title run was great, wasn't it? It was good, brother.
I mean, let's be honest, it's better than Hangman's run. So it's not the worst.
Well, Hangman's run isn't over yet, so
who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Would you be mad if Hangman defeats? I know we're getting to it, but would you be mad if Hangman actually retains the championship?
A little bit. We'll get
We'll talk about
it. Drew McIntyre and Tony Khan were on In the Click this week. Shout out Baby Huey, man. Putting in this work. My friend putting in this work. Yes. Yes.
That's right.
My friend, guys.
The Stone Cold of podcasting.
Wow.
You know,
that's right.
I'll be the Jordan. It's cool. I'll be the Jordan.
You know, we're best friends because we like Stone Cold, the actual best ever. Like, you know, Shawn Michaels, who's good, but he's no Stone Cold.
In the Click, where you can hear the elite voices.
I mean,
maybe a little bit of the Tron console.
Sean didn't get dropped on his head, and the work rate didn't go down. So you know, I'm just saying. And in his older age, the work got better, brother.
Well, we'll see whose last match was better, brother.
It's easy. Shawn Michaels.
Okay, that tag match with Brothers.
What are you talking about? WrestleMania 26. What are you talking about?
Oh, so that Blood Money never happened?
What?
Sean's performance in that match was actually pretty good, though.
He was the one holding it together from it not being a complete disaster. Because didn't Triple H like tear his pec or something during that match too?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
I'm watching this WrestleMania 28. 2012 WWE was a different time. We have Eve Torres and Beth Phoenix versus Kelly Kelly and Maria Menounos.
10 years prior, we got DDP taking on Christian.
Wasn't that for the European title?
I believe so.
Yes. Kelly Kelly, she's been on the show. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Great cinematography on that interview.
I did a good job.
Great framing.
I'm just playing. Brandon did that. He's my guy.
Just like me with the Rikishi interview, you know, it was elite.
Yes. Brandon, are you free tomorrow night? We may have an interview.
No. Well, you know, curveballs and chair shots every Friday night.
That's right. Yep. One of the most elite podcasts in all of sports and entertainment.
Curveballs and chair shots interview the member of a wrestling dynasty.
I'll take curveball.
The dynasty wins.
I mean, you know, maybe we're going on some extravagant vacation and we got to plan some things out.
You guys can do that later. WWE 2K22 is coming out on Monday.
Yes.
NWO DLC.
Already pre-ordered, ready to download, ready to play.
Man.
Come on.
I need y'all to get ready. Next week's episode, we might just talk WWE 2K22. You know what? We're going to play while we talk. Yeah. We're going to play while we talk. You're going to be streaming, right?
Yep.
I'm going to need you to send me that link.
I got you.
You know?
Yep.
I'm excited to, the GM mode and all that other stuff. The creation suite is what, that's where I thrive. I take up all 100 slots. It's going in here. I should start my own promotion.
You think, Phillip, you can create me?
I mean, I create stars. Why would I create you? Like, I'll create Grant. Ooh. Oh, all right. This day in wrestling, Jake Roberts had his WWF debut in 1986. There was a Raw on this day in 2014. The Usos defeat who did they defeat? Road Dogg and Billy Gunn for the tag titles. Batista also defeated Daniel Bryan, I think, via disqualification. Ivar from the Viking War Raider Experience is 38, and Justin Gabriel is 41. Yes, sir. Let's hit that fan mail. I believe I had some from last week that I didn't read because, we had the Zoom problems. So,
Zoom.
Yeah, make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Supernova girl. Fan mail here. Robert Walker. Us from last week. The Jericho Kingston promo was excellent. It was. We talked about that.
X.
You know what? I'm gonna read all of Mr. X's from last week and this week. Are you guys ready for all of these? He said Kyle O'Reilly said in his interview,
Mr. X.
Yes, Mr. X. Oh, Weapon X now. He changed it.
Weapon X. Uncle
Yes.
X.
Kyle O'Reilly said in his
Quack,
interview. All right, bro. Kyle O'Reilly said in his interview with Renee Paquette that the current crop of NXT stars don't seem to have the love for the pro wrestling business. While he's sure they can be successful, he thinks they lack the heart necessarily for the industry.
Who said that?
Mr. X. Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly. Well, it would make sense. A lot of these people are college people, athletes that may or may not have like a fandom for wrestling. They might know what it is, but they might not have like the passion. And when you're starting out and you're, in the dog days and you're trying to grind and trying to work your way up, I think, having that passion, having that love for the business and the art and whatever you want to call it, can, push you through those types of things. And so, I mean, O'Reilly was just there and he saw the crop of young people and, green wrestlers who are now all over NXT 2.0.
Yep. They're no Nikita Lyons, though.
Nikita Lyons is just the internet's favorite wrestler right now.
Man, people have been hit. People who haven't watched wrestling in years and who don't follow the product anymore have been hitting me up about her. That just goes to show. That's how you get eyes on the product.
How funny a couple of weeks difference could make.
Yeah, people love NXT 2.0 now. We're talking about Carmelo Hayes every week. We're going to be talking about that great triple threat match that's coming up for the NXT title. Tommaso Ciampa's music got changed, but I don't think it's a big deal.
A wrestler getting injured because they put people out there who aren't not trained properly, but aren't ready to be on a national televised wrestling match yet.
I mean, didn't AEW do that when they first started?
Who would that be?
Basically their whole roster who actually had TV wrestling experience when they started. Jericho, Cody, and Goldust. Like,
were they putting people on stretchers?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. So could you?
Hey, you never saw Sammy Guevara on the stretcher? You don't
know?
Yeah. You didn't know? Really?
Are we talking about?
Now that Buddy Matthews is all elite and the newest member of the House of Black, will Malachi add any other members, or are they just going to be set as a trio? I could see a female like Julia Hart joining them or something. Or is that story just
wanted?
Is that story just over?
Never mind.
The story
that's where they're heading, some sort of way. But I could see like Soho if she wants to turn. I think putting her with them would be kind of cool.
Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho. I feel like I could do that song better justice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Soho.
Hey,
you see, with the little vocal twin, you have to do the quiver. The quiver is an integral part to music. Brandon, hit that quiver.
Even punk music.
Yes. If you don't do the quiver, are you really performing? Like, I mean, look, Michael Jackson did the quiver.
I don't know if the
greatest artist of all time.
I don't know if the quiver is really punk.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
matter.
If you're I'm sure Aerosmith. I've heard the quiver there.
Aerosmith is not punk.
I've heard the quiver. with other artists. You know, Saliva, they've done the quiver.
That's more metal, but okay.
Okay, you know, Rancid needs to do the quiver.
Okay.
Just tell Lars to hit me up when we're at a show.
Okay. All right. Doesn't he live in SF? So
Brandon, hit that quiver though. That's not no. Like Ruby, 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 so how
we're gonna get DMC8 now.
wow. Yeah. Brian, hit that quiver.
It's a new day, yes it is.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Clip it and ship it.
Man, hey, all the women that listen to this show are like, oh, who is he?
Who is that?
Okay.
He's taken, ladies. Calm down.
Yeah.
No.
But I am taken.
No.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, that boy said his number is 281-330-8004. Hey, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Oh, man, let's move on. Let's get to this week's fan mail from Homie. He said, this is very exciting news for Ring of Honor. What do you think will be in store for the company TV-wise? Does this mean a better time slot and a better network instead of airing at 10:30 on Saturday nights on syndication like they are now? Plus, how many of the wrestlers who were let go will return now that TK is in charge? We kind of talked about that. You know, I think we hit all the points on that. He also said Goldberg recently said that he used to hate it when other wrestlers would use a spear after him, but in recent years, he's warmed up to the idea now. While it's a specific fact that Goldberg's spear is the greatest spear of all time. No, it's not.
Facts.
No, it's not.
Facts.
Does the spear be added to the list of overused moves? Who's really using the spear like that, though? I mean,
I think you got to put DDT, Canadian Destroyer, above this. Above the
super
spear.
kick.
Super kick, Tope Suicida.
Speaking of super kick, Shawn Michaels here.
WrestleMania 18 update. What we got?
Shawn Michaels is in the WWE 2K22 video game, working in the Performance Center.
Yes,
and
then you get the 05 version of Michaels. Hey, that 05 Shawn. The match with Kurt alone. Come on. But I've said it here. I've said it before. Edge has the greatest spear of all time. And his model in 2K22 looks effing fantastic. Man. Come on.
You can play as Reckoning and Mia Yim in WWE 2K22.
Yes.
I'm excited for Jeff Hardy. That I better hear no more work. Yes, sir.
Don't you see they're hiding on the wall?
If AEW owns ROH, does that mean they can use like ROH stuff in their video games now?
AEW?
When that video game ever comes out.
Yeah. You interrupted we were singing, bro. We were having fun.
Well,
wait. Correction. Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor, not AEW.
There you go. Just like I own Within the Ropes, not Brian Tronic.
That is not true. Okay, Within the Ropes is coming back night after WrestleMania.
There's another show. There's another show that's been hitting me up about the rights. I might just sell it to the public. Ooh. All right. Lastly, I admit that God being kicked out of the Bullet Club did shock me to a certain extent. But is it enough to get the eyes back on the Bullet Club, or has this? I would say legendary, almost 10-year-old faction run its course, or is Bullet Club truly for life? Well, it's always for life, brother. You know, just like the Bullet Cast is for life, brother. BC's fall. It fell off once the Elite left. I don't think you're ever going to get that spark back.
Yeah, it definitely has fallen off. But now that Evil's kind of left, and it's just kind of Jay White's, and it's more just like a Gaijin North American scene. It's probably the best thing for them. The shine's definitely off the BC, because I remember WrestleMania 31. There was just Bullet Club stuff everywhere, and that's even before like it really hit its peak.
Bullet Club, man. Let's get into Raw. Let's get into Monday Night Raw. All right, AJ Styles accepts the challenge of Edge, so the Phenomenal One versus the Rated R Superstar at WrestleMania. Edge versus AJ Styles, a dream match galore. This is stupendous. And Vince in the interview did explain stupendous. Are you happy now, Brandon?
He also explained why he says WWE superstars, and that still doesn't make any difference to how I feel about it.
What do you mean?
Oh, when you think of WWE superstars, it's much bigger, it's more prestigious than a professional wrestler.
It's about branding. It's about branding.
So you're
Everything is about the brand.
You're telling me that Dana Brooke, God bless Dana Brooke, is a superstar.
Yes.
No.
Okay, bro. So look, I'm gonna put it to you like this. If I were to see Dana Brooke on the street, compared to Riho, I'm like, who the hell is that lady? That blonde lady. She looks like she does something. Come on, bro.
If Dana Brooke got released, she'd be a superstar.
Yeah, come on, bro. If I saw Roman Reigns in the airport and Kenny Omega,
I didn't say Roman Reigns.
I'm just saying.
I said Dana Brooke. There's a that's the point. You're comparing Dana Brooke to Roman Reigns. There is a big difference. I mean, you went from.
I compared Dana Brooke to Riho.
Yeah, but you are saying that.
Dana
Brooke's a superstar.
Saw Riho in
Roman
an airport,
Reigns is also a superstar.
If you honestly saw Riho in an airport, you'd be like, "Oh, what does she do?" No.
So, Brandon, what you're saying is that the term superstar is watered down when you use it, because you look at Dana Brooke, is she really a superstar?
She's a capital S trademark superstar. Roman Reigns is a lower S, no trademark superstar.
What?
Exactly.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Make you think.
I mean,
Dana Brooke is a WWE superstar trademark. Yes. Roman Reigns is a superstar. Lower S, no trademark.
So Roman Reigns is
actually a superstar.
Got you. Okay.
But he's a WWE superstar.
Worldwide?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Come on, man. You can do this all day. Throw out another name. I got you. Throw out another name. You have any other names to throw out?
Don't want to pick on the women, so let's go with
what about NXT? Give him an NXT name.
He doesn't want to be sexist.
An NXT superstar.
Carmelo Hayes.
Is Lash Legend an NXT a superstar?
Has she wrestled yet?
Yes.
Yeah, she's out here putting people on stretchers.
I like it. Is that the match behind you?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Which one is Lash Legend?
Right there.
In the black?
In the black, yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen this yet. I legit haven't seen this yet.
Wait, watch this. Here it is.
Oh, this is the one? This is it.
Boom!
Didn't look that bad. That didn't look that bad.
It's pretty bad when you.
But not everybody has Madcap Moss's stack of dimes.
Well, she didn't tuck her head. She didn't tuck the chin. That was her fault.
Okay, so you put two inexperienced wrestlers in there, then that's bound to happen.
Amari Miller is really good wrestler though. The one she was facing. But it's just Lash Legend is still. It's like.
Yeah, she's a superstar. I'm like, oh, who is that? You see?
Okay. But see, you
have to look at who is that? That's what you have to think.
You guys have both made points. I like it.
When you're in this industry.
Is Akira Tozawa a superstar?
Yes.
All right.
But I feel like that's an interesting looking dude. You're a wrestler. Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Akira Tozawa is viral after that kiss on Monday.
Man, lucky bastard. But back to AJ and Edge. Are we excited? That phenomenal forearm spear catch. It's going to be fantastic. Edge turned heel. Heel Edge is the best Edge.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Is that bad that you're basically calling something that might happen? Does that mean wrestling is too predictable nowadays?
What?
You just said that phenomenal forearm into the spear is going to be great.
I mean, that's the typical thing to do, given both men, if you've watched their careers for so long.
True.
So unless they think of another creative ass spot, then
but we wouldn't have. But the spear to Jeff Hardy, off the ladder or whatever you want to call it. I can't imagine anyone saying before the show even begins, I can't wait for Edge to hit that spear Jeff Hardy off the ladder while he's hanging from the.
It was a ladder match with 3 crazy ass teams, but nobody expected that. But if Randy Orton wrestles a high flyer, okay, he's catching him in an RKO at some point in time. It's just only a matter of when, because you've watched their career for so long, so stuff like that.
Kind of like how Flair, he's gonna get dumped off the top rope, and
when Flair, when Flair wears red, he loses. It's true. It's true. Yeah. One of the matches with Ricky Steamboat in that trilogy, he wore red and lost. When he wrestled Taker at Mania, he wore red and lost. A couple of those.
Or if a wrestler comes out in white, they're going to be bloodied to a pulp.
Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25, wore white, no blood. Boom.
That was kind of beige.
It was white. It was white and gold.
White and gold, okay.
But still, boom.
Okay, white street clothes.
White street. Or no, you said white. So let's throw out another one. I know Rey Mysterio wrestled. He wore all white gear. I forget what match it was. It was like 09, 2010, no blood. Boom. You want to go? Let's go.
Well, I already.
The Usos wore white at one of the WrestleManias. No blood. Boom. Let's go.
That was WrestleMania 30, I think.
I think it might have been 34. I want to say 34.
Was it 34?
I want to say 30 because they wrestled the Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought they were.
Yeah.
How many WrestleManias that we'll get to?
Yeah. Do you want to keep going? Let's go. No, I'm ready. You have anything else? I've tackled Superstar. I've tackled white gear and blood. What else do you want?
I mean, if you really tackled it,
I did.
You addressed it.
I did. I won.
I think they hit you with a little shimmy shake and scattered into the end zone.
I won. Oh no, we're boxing. I laid you out.
I have one. How does Vince really feel about Finn Balor now that he is the United States champion?
Well, Vince must obviously like him because Finn Balor is now the champion of our United States.
And you said that are arguably right. I mean, I guess you'd say that is more important, or was that Brandon that said that the U.S. title is more prestigious than the Intercontinental Championship?
Well, I mean, you have to think. Theoretically, the U.S. title has been around longer for 2 years. It's 2 years older than the Intercontinental title. But when we think about some great mid-card title matches, or do you really think about the U.S. Championship? No, you think Brett versus Piper. You think Brett versus Perfect. You think Shawn and Razor in that ladder match. You think about a lot of these things. You think all the ladder matches that happened for the IC title back in the early 2000s with Eddie Guerrero and Christian and RVD and stuff like that. You don't think
Malenko versus Jericho?
Did
they ever go for the U.S. title?
No, Ziggler versus Ryder in the Garden.
They went for the crew. They went for the cruiserweight title.
TV title?
Cruiserweight. Yeah. I mean, if the prime era of the U.S. title, you're thinking like Magnum TA. You're thinking. Yeah. You're thinking.
John Cena in the Big Show, WrestleMania 20.
WrestleMania 20. I mean, no, Cena did bring prestige to him when he had his run with the championship.
Rusev versus Cena, WrestleMania 31.
Yeah, there you go. Seth versus John when he broke his nose. Yes. Yeah. All right. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. title at Payback. I was there. I watched my friend before he was my friend win the championship of the United States. It was great. I'm proud. I was a proud Canadian boy. Before I was
love on Raw. Let's rewind it back to Raw. Back-to-back segments, back-to-back heel turns. So really spacing out on a 3-hour show.
Absolutely. Finn Balor is now the 100th United States champion. How do we feel?
God bless this country. Finn SA or whatever.
Finn Balor. Finn SA. Finn SA. Finn SA.
Is that a thing?
It is now.
I booked it. God bless America.
It's a thing now. Hashtag Finn SA. Oh my God!
How long before Finn comes out and
so we're getting Demon Finn? We're getting Demon Finn at Mania. You know that, right?
It's going to be Demon Finn, and he's going to be like a George Washington Revolution era demon.
That'd be great. Oh, this is the debut of the Mohawk Undertaker. Now we're getting to the end of an era match. The greatest kick out of all time happens in this match.
I love the end of an era.
My heart, legit, almost. I think it stopped. I was like, "Is it over?" Great times. That was. Oh god, the streak. It shouldn't have ended. It really shouldn't have ended. Brandon, are we doing Mania Madness this year? Like, what's going on?
I mean, it's been a while since we've done Mania Madness.
It's been like 2 years. You got to think of something real quick.
Brian, do you have any options for Mania Madness? Brian doesn't even know what we're talking about.
What's Mania Madness?
So it was a concept Brandon created. This is one of the contributions he's had to this show.
Just one of the few.
And it was a tournament that we would do every year during Mania season. And we would go through Best WrestleMania. And then I think next year we did Best WrestleMania Main Event. So I think we need to do something else.
So it's like a tournament bracket.
It's a tournament. It's a tournament bracket. Yes, it's a tournament.
We should do Best WrestleMania Celebrity Moment / Match.
Kim Kardashian introducing WrestleMania 24.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Raven Simone was at that Mania also.
She said, "Oh my god, I'm so excited!"
Man, should we do that? Should we do that, guys?
How many celebrities are there?
Well, you have to. You're the WrestleMania.
Now I have to, but then I gotta seed them.
Yes.
I mean, we already know Kim's 1 seed, Snooki's 2 seed.
It's really the 2 and the 3 that you have to worry about. And I've wrestled in tournaments, so I know these things. It's really that 2 seed that you have to worry about.
Are we counting celebrity matches too?
Yes.
So I got to put LT in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next week.
Moments and matches. Aretha Franklin what was she at? Was she at 3?
I mean, I don't think that counts. It's a
celebrity appearance. Appearances and matches.
But it's not technically the show didn't start in terms of first bell.
Okay, bruh. She was on the show.
Floyd Mayweather.
You're trying to really discredit the Queen of Soul?
I'm not trying to discredit it. It's just she
Have
was singing
what?
God Bless America.
Some R-E-S-P-E-C.
So does that mean for all the different ones that they've done? Does that mean I have to put them in because there's only has to be a celebrity? I can't put.
So look, here's
Lily Garcia in there.
Okay, let's stop.
Hey, shout out Lily Garcia.
I love Lily Garcia. So look, here's how you're going to do it. You'll look at the show, and if it's just a celebrity appearance for that show, you put that celebrity appearance. Now, if there is a celebrity appearance and match, you just put the match.
I guess we got to put Donald Trump in there.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
That's probably honestly the 1 seed.
You kind of have to. But like I said, you always have to worry about the 2 or the 3, so it's good.
Oh, here we go. There's a whole Wikipedia about it. List of celebrities involved with WrestleMania.
Let's finish Raw so we can get to AEW Revolution, guys. Bianca whips Becky, and that was great. Hey, Bianca's on fire right now. She's hot right now.
Can I say this?
This
might be controversial. It might not be. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm not even trolling. I really kind of feel this way. I know people give praise to Sasha Banks and her stardom and how great she is and how great she's been. But I don't know. I'm kind of starting to think that Bianca Belair has passed Sasha Banks when you talk about one of the greatest stars, someone you got to really look out for in terms of. It
depends. Sasha's is she outselling Sasha in merch? That's always the key to popularity.
Is Bianca Belair on Disney Plus and doing the intro to the college football championship?
Is she doing Mandalorian? It's about pop culture appeal and merch. It's always been about that.
Is Bianca Belair Snoop Dogg's cousin?
But
no.
When it's all said and done, when the dust is clear, how many championships has she won? Who's going to have the most championships when it's over with? Is it going to be Bianca or is it going to be
Sasha's
Sasha?
Piled them up because she just loses every time she defends it.
How many WrestleMania?
I know.
How many WrestleMania victories is she going to have?
Sasha hasn't won at Mania yet
at all.
Bianca has won.
She might win this year.
She might have two. Hey, sidebar. So I like how Cameron Ariane, from Funkadactyls, she said how she wants to get back with Naomi so they can be the first black female tag team champions, and then they just threw Sasha and Naomi together. I'm like, are we not getting the Naomi Sonya story at Mania? It's just not happening.
They said, "Nah, we need Sonya for Ronda. We need Sonya to make Ronda look good."
Can we get it night 2? Can we get it night 2?
Listen, I don't say what I say to cause any disruption or make it a Bianca versus Sasha thing. I just thought about that the other night. I was like, man, Bianca really is doing it. Like, and then what's her name? Becky Lynch also put out a tweet and said, when you're talking, or some paraphrasing here, but in regards to the biggest WrestleMania match or main event of all time, you know, they're the first 2 women to main event a WrestleMania and win the first ever, you know,
that's true
of their kind. You know what I mean? So
this is in a way, this is a rubber match, if so to speak. Theoretically, like Becky won the first, Bianca won the second. You know, who's gonna win the third? Actually, no, they're not main eventing. I'm sorry.
They should be though. God, they should. I love Charlotte, but this should be.
Yeah, they should. Bianca should have just won it again. She should have, but she won the chamber. Now she's in a very elite class. Only person to, you know, win the chamber and the rumble and the things. Yeah. All right. Owens and Rollins defeat the Alpha Academy. Chad Gable's thank you. That's my new favorite thing. That's my new favorite thing.
I give it like a week or 2 before I get over it because I loved it too, but then they really have leaned into the shushing. It's a T-shirt now, and they did the whole thing.
Bro, and
I'm already over the shushing. I'm already over it.
The shush off is on par with the Flair Angle woo off. Yeah. Yes. We should have a shush off. I'd win. Just saying. Oh!
I'm not getting into it.
That's what I thought. You want to try me? You want to try? No.
He'll just mute us anyways.
I know, exactly.
The ultimate shush.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But the thank you. It's on par with the Mrs. Correct. Yep.
Well, my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
That's what I've been trying to tell these people. Or it's on par with the Tronic. Yeah. Told you. But so the tag team champions lose.
Right before they win, because gotta love it.
I mean, but you can't be upset with that. You can't.
I can't, because it just happens every week.
No, I mean, CM Punk for like 6 weeks straight when he was in that WWE title run, that historic run, he lost like all the time. So you can't be upset.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was losing to Ziggler and Henry and everyone in between. Yeah. At the early part of the run. It's the early part of the run for Alpha Academy. So they should be all right. Randy Orton got hurt.
Yeah, Randy Orton got some soggy shoulders, and apparently it's just like if you breathe on them, they kind of dislocate. Apparently this was just that he just got like a little stinger, and I think he's gonna be fine. So hopefully it doesn't affect WrestleMania or their plans for next week. Triple threat tag team match. If Owens is still doing the thing with Stone Cold, what is Rollins doing? What is RK Bro and Academy doing? So many questions. So many questions.
All right, we've been running long. Let's get through this. AEW Revolution. So, Le Champion Chris Jericho is going up against Eddie Kingston. I think Eddie Kingston beats Jericho. Jericho looks fantastic. He looks great. He's getting ready for the WWE return, brother. No, but Kingston beats Jericho, and then Jericho goes on tour with Fozzy. Yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah, I'm going with Kingston too. I'm thinking Pride and Powerful. Or is it Pride? What is it?
It's Santana.
Proud and Powerful.
Santana and Ortiz are going to be responsible for Jericho taking the L and giving Eddie Kingston his big moment.
Possibly. All right, Andrade El. You got to speak faster.
I think Eddie Kingston's going to win.
All right, there you go. Andrade El Idolo. Is this his first pay-per-view match? Jesus Christ, bro. You see? Matt Hardy and Isaiah Cassidy. Where's Mark Quinn at? Is he hurt? I have no idea. They're going up against Sting, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara. This better be on that kickoff show.
Well, it's not. We didn't even do the kickoff show. We got Layla Hirsch taking on Chris Statlander and Hook taking on QT Marshall.
The hardest worker in the game, according to Cody Rhodes. The baby faces win. Like I don't know. Like I don't have much faith in this match.
Yeah, Sting, Darby, and Guevara. This really should be a TNT championship match between Andrade and Sammy.
Sammy 2 belts.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out here next month or next week. Him and Ty.
And this is not Andrade's first match. How can we forget the barn burner of Cody Rhodes and Pac taking on Malachi Black and Andrade at Full Gear?
I was on Full Gear.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Whatever. Wardlow versus
him.
Speak faster.
I have Sting and Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara winning.
Thank you. Shout out Joe Gacy.
Yes.
Wardlow versus Keith Lee. Greetings and salutations. Versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Starks versus Orange Cassidy versus the Joker. For the Face of the Revolution ladder match, winner gets a TNT title shot.
Well, before I get cut off, I am going to pick
The Joker?
No. I kind of want to go with Keith Lee, but then I don't know if, the TNT title's beneath him, but screw it. Just give it to Keith Lee. He hasn't really been doing much yet. He's going to have a match.
What was the last title he held, bro?
That would be the NXT title.
So he was the champion of the developmental brand. Okay. Yeah. Network title's a little higher up.
Oh, so it goes NXT, then TNT, then the AEW World Championship, and then everything else in WWE.
Whoa, no.
Maybe throw the 24/7 title,
See, I will give you
maybe right above TNT.
I will give you a full breakdown of championship, I guess, order at some point in time.
Maybe that's our Mania Madness. We just do championships instead.
I will give you a full. No, we have to do the celebrity thing. That's the thing we're doing.
By the way, I'm going through all these celebrities. If you remember WrestleMania 2, that Battle Royal, there were so many athletes, NFL people. I'm not putting those people in there.
Pick the most famous one. That's how you have to do that one.
What about I'll ask this one. I'm going to ask the panel. Joe Frazier. He was a manager of Mr. T in the boxing match against Roddy Piper. I say that doesn't count because there's so many people.
Well, just pick Mr. T.
Well, yes. But if we're going after a certain amount of time, we have 32 names we have to pick from. Joe Frazier is obviously one of the biggest names on this list, but his role technically wasn't that big.
Bro, we're going 1 through 37. What are you talking about?
The hell are you talking about? What, am I going to do a full NCAA bracket of 68 names?
Yes.
No.
See this guy.
Are we going to have a play-in too?
Man, we got to have a pigtail. Somebody has to get a bye. Or do you want to go round robin?
Oh, that's not how brackets work.
I mean, you've never been to a wrestling tournament?
That's not exactly a bracket. That's a tournament.
Is this not a tournament?
It's a bracket style tournament.
But a tournament nonetheless.
But it's a
everybody gets everybody. There we go. Oh my God, the
Tronic, what you need to weigh in as the fellow sports expert. Tell them what it is. March Madness preview coming soon on Curveballs and Chair Shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there too.
Yep, Mr.
March
X.
Madness.
We got Kentucky making a run, even though I did. I bet against Kentucky, Mr. X. I'm sorry, and I end up losing because they hit the stupid 3-pointer at the end, and then they didn't cover it. It's okay.
This is a wrestling podcast.
Huh? I thought this was a sports entertainment podcast.
Wrestling. Yeah. So I got Powerhouse Hobbs. Are we cool? We're cool with this ladder match?
No. I'm gonna go with.
Oh, he froze. He don't know what to do with himself.
Who are you going with?
Powerhouse Hobbs.
All right, cool. Jade Cargill versus Tay Conti for the TBS title. Jade
by a million.
Jade.
All right. Redragon.
No, it's Redragon.
I don't know why it says TBD. Redragon versus the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express.
You know, the champions.
Yeah, for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Put it on Redragon.
Should be Santana and Ortiz, but
again, they got screwed again, bro. I'm like, come on.
The Undisputed Originals is who I'm going with. Oh, I mean,
is that the name?
I guess so.
Allegedly, that's what it says on YouTube.
I thought there was going to be the Paragon or whatever that graphic was.
I'll be different. I'll go with Jurassic Express. I think they're setting up
the champions.
They're setting up a 6-man tag at Double or Nothing, maybe. So they bicker and the champs win.
No, it'll be on Rampage. Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus CM Punk in a dot collar match. Beautiful by Maxwell on Wednesday night. The blood gushing from Punk. It was fantastic.
I think this is the match most people are looking forward to the most. It's had the most story by far. The crowd's going to be hot for this one. I'm excited to see what happens. They really teased the Wardlow thing, so that might give MJF an out and Punk wins. But I still just put on MJF and just have him be just the ultimate, just piece of you know what. And gets the job done and wins. Because I think that's what Double or Nothing, MJF, whoever's the champion.
Well, I have great news. We are on a new store. We're gonna have some designs on a new store, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news for the BC. I've been moving to make this deal happen, and we got it done. So in 2 weeks' time, we will announce that. Be on the lookout for all our social media at Bulletcast on Twitter, the Bulletcast on Instagram. Might even throw up a video on YouTube, the Bulletcast. Just be on the lookout. I'm sure Brian and Brandon would tweet and post about these things on their respective social medias. Correct?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm always active on Twitter. I'm always liking everything on Twitter.
Yes, absolutely. That's great. But as far as the pick, I'm going CM Punk.
I'll go with MJF.
Okay. Brandon?
Well, if you're listening, I picked MJF.
Really? No, it's funny. Phillip is going to win this one, and then night one of WrestleMania, Phillip's going to walk out the undisputed Bulletcast champion.
Ew.
Love it. Yeah, I love it. Brit Baker, DMD. She's going up against Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship. I mean,
Thunder Rosa.
But I don't think Brit's done yet with the title, but Thunder Rosa should be the one to take it off her eventually. Yeah.
They're telling the story. They're really leaning in that Thunder Rosa has Brit's number, and she beat her again. Now, this was WWE. I would go the opposite way, but I'm going to give AEW the benefit of the doubt. Thunder Rosa gets the win, new champion. So, and I mean, I don't think that this is going to be my only title change. Spoiler alert. So I'm going to go with Thunder Rosa getting the win.
All right. Bryan Danielson, who beat Christopher Daniels last night in a rematch from the first Ring of Honor show, is going up against Jon Moxley. And I guess if Danielson wins, Moxley will join his reign of terror.
Possibly. This is also kind of maybe the second match I'm most excited to, even though, you know, they're two WWE guys. And they've wrestled like in the Shield, like the tag team matches, but they never really wrestled one-on-one before. So this should be fun. As I said, I'm excited. Maybe this kicks off the show, you know, gets a hot start to it. I think Moxley gets the win. They've really been pushing him. He's been undefeated, I think, for whatever time frame. And so I'm going to go with Moxley.
I'm going Bryan Danielson.
Do they team? I say yes. A reluctant yes.
I'm going Bryan Danielson, brother.
I'm going with Bryan Daniel.
Son.
Daniel Bryan.
Yep. All right, this is the main event. Hangman Adam Page defends the AEW Heavyweight Championship against, you know what's all about the boom, Adam Cole, baby. I'm going Adam Cole.
Hangman.
Okay. Oh, wait. Are you cashing in? You cashing in?
Nah.
That's what I thought.
I'm going to sit back. I guess we'll do it right now. Breaking news, more breaking news. I'll cash it in. Night 2, winner of your little undisputed little gimmick faces me. Night 2. They're laying it out. They know who's going to be. They know which match is going to be on which one. I mean, we just learned Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre is going to be on Saturday, I think. So, they're putting out all the big matches.
Okay.
So night 2, your boy takes on one of you two jabronis.
Me.
Oh.
The Tron Casso.
He really think we have to get the photo shoot, Brian, but just in case.
Just put my head, Mr. X, just put my head on Seth Rollins' gorgeous body running down WrestleMania 31 ramp.
I mean, I can do that. I made the graphic.
Phillip, put my face on Seth Rollins' luscious WrestleMania 31 body running down the ramp.
I'll put your head on Barry Horowitz's body.
Or
he's coming out of retirement.
Or maybe more realistically, put my face on Otis's body.
Oh,
once I retain and defeat both of you guys for night 1 and night 2, I just wanted to put it out there. This is also breaking news. Strictly for the Culture will be the official sponsor of the relaunch of Within the Ropes. It's going to be Within the Ropes, Back in Black.
Okay, I guess.
Never gave my actual prediction for the main event, but I'm going to go with Adam. Adam's going to win. More specifically, I'm going to go with Paige, even though personally I think I want Cole to win because I want kind of something fresh and new. As much as I love Paige, I mean, I just haven't really been feeling it. Now I'm hoping they can turn it up and do something with him. And maybe like the Young Bucks and Red Dragon story can kind of, mold into something. But I think they keep it on Paige because they really do like having those like longer championships. And I think if they take it off of Paige right now, they're kind of admitting that it was a quote unquote failure of a title reign.
I think he's better in the chase.
I mean, even if you go back to Dynamite, if you listen to the reactions, I mean, Paige didn't get really much of a reaction. Cole got a much bigger pop than Paige did.
It's all about the boom. Yep. Well, this has been a marathon episode. Quickly, ladies and gentlemen, Hood Slam is tomorrow night. It is a Bay Area phenomenon. It's just a huge phenomenon. Oh, the super kick, the pedigree. The greatest kick out of all time is about to happen. Like I said, watching WrestleMania 28. 1, 2, boom. Heart still kind of stopped. It's great.
Oh, we got Ric Flair running down the ramp to take on The Undertaker. And what kind of tights is he wearing, Phillip?
Red.
He's wearing red tights.
You see? I told you, man. I told you.
And Chase U is in full effect in the NXT zone right now.
The NXT zone.
Chase. Yeah.
That's the Nikita Lion zone. I don't care. I was about to say something. Jesus Christ, that would have got me canceled. Not saying
you need Jesus.
Yeah. After the outburst last week, we need to calm down. Here. But like I said, Hood Slam. Last time they ran a show, they had like 2,000 people there. I couldn't even get in the thing. I just had to let the ticket go to waste. But Hood Slam. It's going to be in the middle of the street. I heard people are going to be getting there like 2 hours early before doors even open. Go check that out. Also in Santa Clara, South Bay Wrestling, they're putting on a match. I know Chemo, who's been on the show. Brandon did that interview.
Great interview and cinematography.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a little video I put up on Curveballs and Church House YouTube if you want to go dig through that.
Yep, he's taking on Tony Vargas for their heavyweight championship. So yeah, man, a lot of great stuff is going on.
How is Chemo? He still rides around in a unicorn and comes out to Backstreet Boys, or is he's grown up?
I think he's grown up. I know Jason Styles is gonna be there. You got Christina Von Eerie going up against Mighty Myra. Journey Fatu versus Marcus Lewis. Marcus Lewis has been on the show. So a lot of great stuff. Bike Club, who have been on the show, versus Money Power Respect, who have also been on the show. So I mean,
pretty much this is just the Bullet Cast promotions right here.
I know, right? That's basically what this is. But exactly. Yeah, man. A lot
within the cast.
Hold on, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The BCE coming to a town near you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. And also, they're doing I guess this is they're doing another show May 6th with Scotty Too Hottie.
Friend of the podcast, Rikishi.
Yes. So I didn't realize how many people we've had on this show are going to be on this show coming up. But they got beanies and they got other stuff that's going to be for sale. Go check it out. Brandon, you want to go?
You know, I'm booked. We got to check my schedule. I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
We already know Brian's going because he's always there.
That's true. I'll have the car.
Me too. Where are we going?
I'm providing the vehicle if you're down.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy AEW Revolution. Another shown in select theaters. If you haven't,
they're playing in Daly City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Daly City, Daly's Place. They love all the dailies.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, like I said, go enjoy AEW Revolution. If you're in the Bay, go check out all these shows. A lot of shows coming up within the next couple weeks. And the next month, April is stacked for shows here in the Bay, man. We got Ugwa running Emporium again for, I think, Megalomania 7. You know, you got Minoru Suzuki coming back out here for game-related or whatever's going on for West Coast Pro. A lot of great stuff is happening. Go watch the Pat MacAfee interview with Vince McMahon. Check out the details of TK buying Ring of Honor, all that great stuff. Stay clean, stay strong, stay safe. Diamonds are forever. So is the Microphone Messiah. We'll see you guys next time. We'll be back for our recap of AEW Revolution.
Everything we do, turning the page. Nobody doesn't like us. The feeling when we move, we are excited. Elite podcasting. I know you like it.